Hey y'all, Vinny here with today's devotional. Hey, I had thoughts about what Jesus taught us to do, told us to do. And while I was pondering that, getting ready for a different topic that I was going to share in this, the Lord put on my heart, feed my sheep. And I had to think for a minute, feed my sheep, where was that? And I'm sure actually there's probably multiple places, but my memory went to the end of John chapter 21. Where Jesus is getting ready to leave the earth finally, only to come back at some day in the future that we're all excited about. But he was leaving and he was talking to Peter, and he was giving Peter a chance of redemption. And he asked Peter, I'm really going to paraphrase, he asked Peter, do you love me? Peter says, yes, I love you. And Jesus said, well then feed my lambs. And he asked again, do you love me? Yes, I love you. Care for my sheep, or shepherd my sheep. And then he asked the third time, do you love me? And he said, yes. And he said, feed my sheep. And so I read that and I'm thinking, why the three different? Because they're pretty similar. Feed my lambs, shepherd my sheep, and feed my sheep. Why are they different? Because they're so close. And I looked, and I mean, I could read sermons, but I looked in just different Bible versions and really couldn't come up with anything. But as I'm thinking about it and talking and asking God, reveal this to me. Why did you put this on my heart? And what is it all about? Well, here's what I've come up with. Here's what I really believe that God has shown me. He showed me that when we're young, when as Christians, young in the church, maybe old Christians but not used to church, whatever, we have to feed them. We have to care for their needs, provide shelter for them, provide food sometimes, take care of physical needs, all right, especially when they're young. Help them to grow strong, and then when they become sheep, when they become older, when you're talking about lambs and sheep, they have different value. All of a sudden, a sheep can produce wool, and that wool has value for many things, obviously. But the value of the sheep changes. And the second time when Jesus asked, "Do you love me?" he said, "Shepherd my sheep." He's telling Peter to shepherd the sheep. So that to me is saying we got to care for Christians after they get off milk. We've heard about that in the Bible. After they get off the milk and are ready for meat, we got to care for them. We got to care for them differently. We got to care for their emotional needs, their spiritual needs, and give guidance and direction and protect them in that manner. Then the last one again, feed my sheep. As they're old, you know, Jesus, he healed, I don't remember exactly what he healed a lame man from, but he asked the audience, if you will, he said, what is easier, to heal this man or to forgive him of his sins? And of course, they thought he was being all blasphemous, you know, putting himself in the place of God. They didn't fully recognize who he was yet. And he said, so that you know that I am the Son of God and able to forgive sins. He told the man, I may have the wrong thing, but he told the man to get up and walk. I believe he was a lame man, couldn't walk. And he got up and walked. He proved to him physically that he could care for them physically, because they can't deny that, in hopes that they would believe that he can care for them spiritually. Listen, as we have people come into our lives and we want to care for them, we got to care for them physically so that they know when we talk about caring for them spiritually and emotionally that we're right in that also. But if we just give lip service on telling them what to do, how to pray, go to church and do all that, but we don't care for the physical needs, we stand a pretty good chance that they're not going to trust us on the important things like the spiritual matters. So I want to encourage you to not just preach to people, but show them how you love them by caring for them. Feed them what they need. Care for them like a good shepherd would. I want to leave you with this quote. Wes Watson, who's on YouTube, an inspirational speaker on there, he said, until you make discomfort your comfort zone, you will always be too weak to pull off what you need to. Listen, as I'm talking, I was thinking about preparing for this, about caring for people. We're all busy. We all have comfort in our homes. Even in the house that Kelly and I are living in right now, it's not done. We're still missing kitchen cabinets and stuff. I haven't been able to make them yet. But we still have comfort in our home and we like being here. Discomfort is going out there and getting involved in people's lives. I really want to encourage you to be that shepherd, that caring person. Feed those who are in need. And let them know that God's love is real. Let God's love flow through you into them, even when it's uncomfortable for you. Because that's where God's really going to shine. I hope this encourages you. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you Sunday at church. Oh, Men on Fire tomorrow night. Thursday, 6 p.m. at Dexter Lake Church. Hope to see you there.